Hey, how's it going everybody? Everybody's Zach, and today we're going to do kind of like the last video I did, a little bit of a review and first look at some head mount flashlights. Alright, so I got a couple different flashlights here from Cabela's. I buy a lot of things from Cabela's, mainly I like their shirts and pants and stuff like that, so I always end up going through the flashlights and other camping gear, and I kind of got an idea, and I wanted to know, is something like this black diamond really worth the extra money? This is $75 for this thing. This one here is $6 and this is $4.99. So this is $5.99, $4.99, $74.99. And then for prices, you'll see here that Storm $500 is $74.99. So I've always had the question is, are the cheaper flashlights really worth comparative to the more expensive flashlights? Or is it better to just fork out the money for the more expensive ones and not worry about your cheaper ones that you can buy? The big thing is like for $5, you know, I can buy 15 of these for the same price that I got this. But is it worth spending all that money to have something that might not last as long? So this one here does say that it has a 1 meter drop resistance, or well, shock resistance. It is IPX4 water resistant. Has a distance of 100 meters, has a 6-hour runtime and 200 lumens. It does have dual control switch, allows independent operation of white or green light modes. So this has a green on there, I'm guessing green, white, as shown. It says that it's 200 lumens, has a 6 hours of function. Takes 3 AAA batteries that are included, luckily, because I did not buy batteries, so I did not look at that. And yeah, has the adjustable head strap. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, take a look at it, see if it's something that is worth a little first impression. I don't know anything about Pursuit. Actually, you know what we're going to do before that? I'm sorry, I know I did this one first. We're going to do this one because this is actually the $5 one. And I'm more curious about this one than this one at the moment. But we're going to compare both these to the larger one. This is a 500 lumen, this is 150 and 300 lumens, so I'm not really going to test it on the brightness as much as everything else, just quality. They didn't make, Lumore didn't have anything close to 500. The only one they had available was a 150. Same with the Pursuit. Pursuit only had a 200 lumen one, they had nothing bigger. So what we're going to do is, this one here, we'll do a little, put the knife down. This one says it has a 12-hour runtime, 3 light modes, high, low, and strobe, powered by 3 AAA batteries that are included. Being this has a high, low, and strobe, I bet that 12-hour runtime is on low. We'll take a look here. And we can see the high mode is 150 lumens. Oh, nope, it is 12 hours, it says. Low is 40 lumens, has 24-hour runtime. And then the strobe is 150 and has a 24-hour runtime as well. It is a ABS housing, water and impact resistant, but it doesn't say to how much. Down here it says 19 meter throw distance. Yeah, it still doesn't. It says 1 meter impact resistant, but it doesn't say what the water resistance is to. It does have a 1-year warranty. I wonder how good that 1-year warranty is. So, go ahead and open this up. And just a heads up on this, I do not return these after I'm done with them. Everything that I buy for these videos I keep. So a little shout out or a little self advertising here. If you guys could go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, I'd really appreciate it. So we're going to take a look here. We have the batteries in the back. Go ahead and pull the little thing out that keeps it from turning on. Yeah, that is, I can already tell you right now, this is not going to be water resistant at all. There is absolutely zero gasket here, any type of rubber or anything. This thing is not going to be water resistant. Like, there's no way. Literally, it's that's all it is. I mean, the housing does feel a little bit more thick than cheap. Just have a lot of those little diodes in there. And just one button for on off. Go ahead and turn it on here. Yep, does exactly what it says. High, low, or medium. Probably low. Is it a low or a medium? It's high, low strobe, right? High and low. And then strobe. I'm wondering if I keep this on, how... Yeah, so that's one thing I don't like, is that you have to scroll through, and I said this with the flashlights in my last video, you have to scroll through all the settings in order to turn it off. That I don't like. It should be, you have it on for, 10 seconds or longer. After you're done with that and you no longer want to use it and you want to turn it off, it should just turn off, not go to medium then low. So that's kind of annoying. Strap fills, I mean, just like any other strap that's out there. Yeah, not terrible strap, but other than that, quality on the headlamp, not horrible, not horrible. Very easy to scratch. I think doesn't feel like a glass front. Nope, it is a plastic front as well. But for $5, is it very bright? I don't know. Let's move the camera up and find out. You will have to excuse my background here. I am in the process of moving, like I said in my last video, so I've kind of got everything out here. For brightness, just indoors here, it doesn't seem too horribly bad. We'll take it out back and kind of take a look a little bit more on that. But so far, it's okay, it's doable. I think for $5, if you're just gonna go out camping for a night or a little night walking somewhere, I don't know, down through your neighborhood or something, I think this would be fine. But until we get it out back and kind of look at that spread, not 100% sure. We'll put that aside and find out in a moment. Now we'll take a look at the Pursuit. Again, headlamp with 200 lumens. I don't know why you would need... This one is a little bit, it's 50 lumens more. Looks like the batteries are already installed here as well. This looks like this one actually has an adjustment to it. This one did not. This one is just going to be straight. This one here, you're going to be able to take it and point it in a direction that you need. So if you're kind of one of those people that kind of look up when you walk, and I'm not talking about like straight up in the air, but your head's here, and if you just have it up like this, you can point the headlamp down to point it at the ground. Same type of opening. Oh, I did not know this because I have not looked into these. Has Cabela's branding batteries in it, so this must be, and I did not know this. They must have partnered with Cabela's, or maybe Cabela's owns this company. I was looking at the bottom to see if it said anything about Cabela, but it has Cabela's branded batteries in it. Oh, that's way different. Oh yeah, wow. Unfortunately, it still has that. Have to scroll through in order to turn it off. We'll wait here a couple seconds to see if it'll turn off. Nope. Still have to scroll through. If you're a manufacturer and you ever come across my videos, don't do that. We don't want to have to scroll through it. That's so annoying. Just stop. And if you disagree with me or if you agree with me, write a comment down below. Let me know. The headband feels a lot more comfortable. It has like this kind of soft mesh to it, which feels like it'd be very comfortable. Comparative to this, just feels like spandex. Like there's no softness to it at all. You can see there. So this one is definitely gonna be more comfortable for that, another $1 more. Definitely gonna be well worth comparative to the Lumore. I thought that was Lumora. Well, I can't read. So, yeah. All right, now let's get on to the expensive one. This is a black diamond. This thing here, 75 bucks, 500 lumens. It is rechargeable. Those are not. This one kind of is crazy. So it has a power tap, dimming, strobe, RGB, LED, proximity, and it has a lock, which is crazy. This thing has, in low mode, 350 hours of runtime, 12 meter distance, and then output is 6 lumens. The medium is a 19 hour runtime. Reserve is 15 hours, I guess. It has a 60 meter throw distance and 250 lumens. That 500 is going to be 120 meter throw distance and 7 hours of runtime. That's insane for a runtime. I'm really curious. I might just put these up and do a time lapse. I can't imagine being, these have just a couple hour runtime on them at 150 and 200 lumens. Having 700 lumens in this, or 500 lumens, and having a 7 hour runtime is kind of insane. I kind of don't believe it. But that's why we're doing these tests. All right, opening the box, whatever, that just breaks. I'm not being very careful with this. A lot more packaging. Looks like a USB to a micro USB, I think is what that's called. I'm twisting this and there's something inside I can feel that doesn't feel right. It feels loose. Almost squeaky. Yeah, that doesn't, I wouldn't trust that. Yeah, so already kind of a worrisome bit there. Packaging is insane. I feel like they can do a lot better with the packaging, but it has a rubber front, a weird rubber front to it. It says rechargeable on the side. Kind of a different shape. It still has that tilting feature to it. It says Black Diamond on the back there. It does have a softer bit to it, just like the Pursuits. It is quite thinner in the back than it is on the sides, which I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. I've actually always worn the ones that are a lot thicker for a band, comparative. I do like that. That's really easy to tighten it up. These ones to tighten look kind of like a pain to tighten. Yeah, these are going to be a pain in the ass to tighten. This one here might be a little bit easier because you just pull this side and tighten it, which is fine. This one, I don't know why they've gone with like double feature here. Whatever. And I think those are LEDs. So we'll go ahead and turn this one on. Yep, that is honestly almost seems as bright as that one. No, it is brighter. Oh yeah. So this one is definitely a throw. What I do like about this one is it is turn on and off. And then there's a little button on the side here that switches your modes. Whoa, that was really cool. So that's like a floodlight comparative to a spotlight. The blue, I don't know why you need blue. Blue's kind of interesting. Let's see if you change it to another one and then turn it off, it'll go back to that. It does. Let's try blue. Turn it off, turn it back on. Yep. So it remembers where you're at. Oh, double tap is flash. Steady strobe. And what if we hold it? Oh, okay. So there's your low. And it looked like it was actually dimmable. So you can kind of change it to where you want. Is that both? Wow, you can actually have both on too. That's crazy. I really enjoy that. That's cool. Okay. So far, this one's, oh, yep. And it shows power level. Yeah, so far this one is winning. Let's take this outside, and I'm not going to go to the normal place. We're going to just go to the corner of the apartment and see how it goes. So like I was saying, it's not going to be super dark out here, so we won't get like a a really dark perspective like last time, but I figured this is going to be good enough. All right, and the first one I'm going to try is that $4 Lumore. Not quite sure which way is up and which way is down on this thing, but yeah, this one doesn't do too bad. Yeah, if I needed to just kind of walk around, I just needed something that was able to see in the dark, this one would do, I think, just fine, honestly, for $5. Now we'll swap to the Pursuit. This is the one that you can tilt down. So we'll tilt it down. We'll go ahead and turn this on. Yeah, see, this one has more of that spot. So this is more like a flashlight on your head, comparative to kind of a floodlight. Definitely has that spotlight feature. Has a green mode as well. I'm not sure if I showed this on there. Green is kind of useless, to be completely honest. This is not something I'd probably use while out and about to save my night vision. Doesn't seem like it produces enough light to see on the ground, honestly. But the normal light on this is quite nice. If I ever needed to use it to look for something, I mean, this would be like being, you can move this up and down. So if you lost something or you're just looking for something specific on your hike, this would be fine, actually. Go down to medium or low. Yeah, this is doable. Yeah, definitely doable. I just don't like that it goes strobe and then back through. Yeah, wow, for $6, that's quite nice for $6. All right, now we got the expensive one. If I don't put it on upside down. Yeah, the way to tighten this thing is so much better. So much better. Oh yeah, wow. That's miles different. That's insane. Yeah, if I was walking through the woods, I mean, it definitely doesn't need to be this bright at all, unless it's like pitch black. And for a 7-hour runtime, if this is actually a 7-hour runtime, I'm telling you right now, if it is truly 7 hours, I would have it on high all the time, because why not? 7 hours, by the time it becomes light, it's gonna be just fine, right? So then we can go down and use our floodlight, and I mean, flood is just fine too. It produces enough light where I can see fairly good in front of me, as well as actually pretty good on the peripherals as well. I can definitely see a good amount on the peripherals, which I like. And then if we did it again to that blue, yeah, I don't know about blue. Just like the green, it's not producing a ton of light on the ground. I'll have to look into why somebody would use blue. I don't think it's for hunting. Green is definitely to save your eyes. I don't know if blue does the same thing with night vision. And I believe it's UV light needed to see blood, but I'll double check that and correct myself when I go inside. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. But to be able to hold it and then lower that down, that is fine. I mean, if you wanted to save battery life, I guess that's fine. But for 7 hours of runtime, I just feel like you might as well just have it. I messed it up. I got to go all the way back. Yeah, so that's both. That's the flood And the spot, I mean, that's insane. That's insanely good. Wow. Yeah. Miles better. Really do like that. And the headband isn't as painful as I thought it would be for being as thin. It's actually pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the difference. Like, look at the difference there. So that's your flood, that's your spot, but when you do both, it just makes it so much better. Like, that's insane. I love that. Yeah. Do a little comparison of the two cheaper ones. So the first one we'll do here is going to be the Lumore again. So here's your Lumore. I will throw on the Pursuit along with it. So again, that Pursuit is more of a flood and spot, and that Lumore is just a flood. There's no spot to it. And you do have to scroll through. Yeah, let's go back in and talk a little bit more about it. Okay, just double checking here. Blue light cannot see blood. But it says it can be used to enhance the contrast of blood stains that have been treated with certain chemicals. Interesting. Okay, then I just Googled it too. It says blue light can help with map reading. Okay. At night and preserves night vision better than white light. Allows for better visibility of different colors on a map. Okay. And can also highlight certain substances like blood or bodily fluid at a crime scene, making it useful for law enforcement or investigators. Even though the last one I showed says cannot see blood, but can see. Well, I guess if you're investigating and somebody has blood splatter and they try to clean it up, okay, I guess that makes sense. Doubt you're using something like this for, but I'm not a crime scene investigator, so I don't know. As for which one I recommend, if you're wondering that, do I recommend going out and getting a $75 black diamond? If you're looking for something that is extremely bright and going to last a very long time, I can't say how long this is going to last for because I haven't tested that out yet. I'll do some more testing and maybe post a short or something on it. I'm sure there's people out there that have already done testing on this to see if it actually lasts for 7 hours. If it actually says it lasts for 7 hours, if it actually does last for 7 hours. Oh, I should tell you too, it does have a feature, so if you hold both these together, it'll flash. Then every time you use it, it'll flash to tell you, hey, I'm locked. And then you hold both these buttons together again. There it goes. It's back on. I totally blinded myself there. Oh, shit. Yeah. If you're looking for something durable and puts out a lot of lumens and will last hopefully 7 hours, this is all under the assumption it'll last for 7 hours, and you don't want to buy something cheaper, being this is all one, like internally, I'm guessing combined with maybe glue or a housing. I don't think this said, let's see, yeah, it's not saying, we're gonna have to read the book here because I want to know, oops. Oh, I definitely want to know what the waterproofing is, and it even gives you all sorts of cool little things where you can clip it to backpacks. Yeah, you can take this out, strap it to a backpack, I guess, is what it shows, which is kind of interesting. It's rated to, I'm guessing, negative 17 degrees Celsius, 0 degree Fahrenheit, or 110 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, I learned something new as well with this. On the side here is this little tap sensor or something where you can touch it and it changes the brightness. I didn't notice that before, so that's actually, that's insane. So there's your SOS mode. So what you have to do, if you're wondering, I'm going to put a link down to this in the comment in the comments, or description comment, I don't know. To put it in SOS mode, this is what you got to do, okay? You double tap it for strobe. So now you're on strobe. This little button down here, it's either going to be here or up top. You're going to just tap it, and it's going to change it. They did not make that very clear in the sheet. Anyways, the whole reason I was looking at this was to see what the drop and water resistance is. It says 1 meter for 30 minutes, IP67 waterproof. That's great, because neither of those they're water resistance. This is waterproof. Shock, does it say anything about drop distance? Drop distance. Viva la distance. La resistance. Doesn't give a drop rating. So, which one would I choose if I was in a pinch and I needed, I just needed something to use? Honestly, the run times on both of these, I believe, are 2 hours or no, 6 hours and 12 hours. Am I right on that? Yeah. So the pure headlight is a 6-hour runtime on high, and the Lumore is a 12-hour runtime on high. If you need a lot of runtime, I mean, I still think 6 hours is a lot. The big difference is, do you want to flood or do you want to spot and flood? If you want something you can change the angle of, grab a Pursuit. Did I call that a Pier? I think I call that a Pier. Grab a Pursuit for another $1 more than this one. Literally, $4.99, $5.99, $74.99. You just need something because you and the kids are going out. They have 3-packs of these. Pick up a 3-pack. I think for the price, this is just fine. It's not going to be fantastic. It's not going to be, you know, light up the world and do everything you need to do, but it'll do what you need it to do at the moment. And that's just out hiking, or if you're camping, having a little headlight for the kids to be able to see when they're going to use the bathroom or something. Maybe you're going out and you're camping by a lake and you want to go see the fish. You know, this should be fine. This is going to give you that spot that you want to have and the kids to have so they can see into the water. Compared to this is just a flood, and might be okay, but either or, for another $1, I think I'd rather go with this one. One, it's a lot softer of a band, and it has the flexibility, so the flexibility is just fine. I do like that a lot. For the $5 on the Lumore, is it worth $5? Yeah. Honestly, it's $5. We spend more than that on a cup of coffee. But again, another $1 more for the Pursuit. Do you want something that's crazy and you're an avid hiker and you want something that's going to be rugged and last for a long time and is insanely bright? Go with Black Diamond. This is the Storm R. This is the 500 lumen one. They do have the was it a 400, 450 or something like that. They do have lower ones for cheaper, but they also have a larger one. They have a 700 lumen one, but it has the battery pack on the back, so it has like the whole head. You put it on, it goes over your head here, and it has a big battery pack on the back. I was gonna get that one. That was one I was gonna get, but I was like, most people are not gonna have that. Plus, having like a big old battery thing on your back of your head is probably not going to be comfortable, especially when you're out hiking for a while. So, what do I think? I think this is all up to you guys, or whatever you want. Yeah. Whatever you guys want. go buy. These are just my opinions. Like, my opinions, they don't matter. Do your own research. But I personally would rather spend the money on having something that's rugged and that's going to last me a long time and be super bright, comparative to something that is cheap and will probably break if you accidentally look at it wrong. These two are definitely kind of cheesy, cheap, very kind of, you can tell they're plasticky and they're not great plastic. This one feels a lot better. But for the price, if you're hurting on money and you just need something for the kids, or just right away, the Pursuit is definitely the way to go. Well, if you guys like this video, go ahead and like the button for me. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like button for me. Jeez. And subscribe to the channel if you would. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment down below what you would like me to review next. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.